Hello there, and welcome back to Congo. Last time, well, it was boring. We colonized, we attacked, and that's basically it. And now, Jose has a 75% chance of dying. Will he die? Jose has died! Let us pray for his soul. No, let's not. He was really terrible. So I can perfectly and honestly say that I'm happy he's gone. Because Jose was the terrible of terrible. Now, what we will be doing here is trying to figure out what I want to colonize next. Especially with Spain here, they'll probably get up to Mudapau. Or Mudapa. So what I think I'll actually have to do is start sending fleets here to try and, well, take this land. Which is not the best, per se. But I don't really see anything else I can do. I kind of have to try and stop Spain, but there's no good way of doing that. I can't fight them. And just to make things worse, they're now hostile towards me. So they might actually end up attacking me. And of course, Alvaro here is not any good better as heir. 2-1, that's horrible. So hopefully here I can keep Spain at bay, but to be perfectly honest, I do doubt that. I did not want to send him to Spain. I want to send him to I wanted to send him to Great Britain. If I can ally with Great Britain, then I at least have a little bit of a threat. So hopefully I can get an alliance with Britain, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I can do it, but I'm not promising anything. We'll see how it plays out. Military idea here, defensive idea. Yearly army tradition plus 1 battlefield commissions. That is good. We need one more to get a little bit of a boost to military attack, so we'll be going for that. We also have some bad news here. Portugal have started to colonize in this area as well, and that is not good at all. The fact that the colonial nations actually, well, to be perfectly frank, it makes this achievement a lot harder, if you ask me, and the reason is simple. The colonial nations themselves will colonize, and as such, you'll probably get into trouble. It also seems like Africa is to some extent a little bit more of a interest point than before too. So that of course sucks, but not really too much I can do about that right now. So, I think we'll start with the plan here, which is to colonize, well, the area down here before, well, Spain does. So, I'm going to try and pull that off, but once again, I have no idea if I can actually do that. And once again, I kind of want to change out my heir. So there's a lot of things that will be happening. If it plays out as per the instruction, I have no idea about. So we'll see how it goes. Diplomatic Tech 7 Aspiration, Naval Ambition, maximum colonial range increased by 115, and my naval morale increased by 0.3. Not the greatest, but it helps. Establish a penal colony in Sierra Leone. I guess it sounds good. Set it up. Get a little bit of extra people there, which is, of course, always great. But for now, I'll keep up with what I already have. I think we could also, go for Benguela here. We are going to try and colonize that ourselves. So in this session, we're going to do this, this, and this. And next one, we're probably going to try and connect the lands. Might actually try and get a little bit of this strip, but I do doubt it. If I can just get one province here as a setup for the attack of Mudapau and Kilva, that would be great, but I have no idea how to actually play this out and make it work, which is my biggest concern right now. Also, as you can see, we're going to have some problems with converting some provinces at least, which also isn't good. But at least once we get to Admin Tech 8, I'll get an extra point of missionary force, so it's not all bad, per se. But yeah, converting these is definitely going to take precedence right now. And also the colonization. So I'm just going to keep that up and we'll see what happens. So, Admin Tech here has been upgraded to level 8. Courthouse and Workshop. And with that, I can now pull the Act of Uniformity. I could use, I think I'll also take the South African Bishop Act, as you can see here. And if you combine that with the Dissolution of Monasteries, you actually get a lot of, well, a little bit of a boost. That works. As you can see, we also colonized Benguela here. Spain just colonized Damaraland, so it's going to get tense in this area. It seems like I'll be locked to this area for the beginning, and then we'll go up towards Morocco and Algiers and try to make something work here. But I'm a little bit unsure what I'll do here. I might actually try and get military access with Kilva, and then land people in Adal and Ethiopia, and try to make something work from there. The Mamluks are starting to get really weak, so I could potentially also get into some positive wars against them. Timurids, however, does look to be something I want to play with. They are snake after all. I might play with them later, but not right now. And also, rather than that, we could probably go on to Ethiopia here. No idea if we can actually just go straight for the vassalization. I would doubt so. They have, what, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 14. Yeah, they have too much base tax to just go straight for the vassalization, but we'll we'll see. The same with Fund here. They are both a little bit too big to be vassalized, but if I can get them, then I'll at least get a little bit of an extra power base in this area, and then I can start focusing on northern parts of, Africa. Well, I'll probably have to leave Spain until more or less as an endgame boss, per se. Military drill. Military technology cost due to the Kongo ideas. Import European weaponry. Minus 10%, very good. Morale of armies plus 25%. Military drill, also very good. So, I dare say that things are going well. Problem right now is that I need to catch up. I'm 5 tech levels behind, so I think military tech is what I will be focusing on now more than anything else. And other than that, I'm a little bit unsure what else I really want to do here. We'll have to see. I might, as I said here, go after Adal, Ethiopia, everything, and start actually coring some things myself. I'll have to consider that. I might actually go ahead and annex Adal. They are pretty small. Potentially just declare war without a casus belli. Oman could potentially be an issue here, but if I place about 12,000 troops in Kilwa here, then taking Adal shouldn't be too much of a problem, I dare say. So just annex them, fabricate claims on 2 of the Ethiopian provinces, then fabricate claim on Fun. Take what I need, vassalize them, then sell it back. Seems to be a potential way of doing things, and I do have two free slots. So I have to consider if I want to do that or not. I might actually do that to get a little bit of a speed into this. I can actually start fighting, to some extent, Western and Eastern Africa at the same time. The problem, of course, will be Spain later, but I will not be focusing on them right now. If they attack me, that's bad, but other than that, there will be too much I can do. The only thing I really can hope for here is that Portugal and Spain break their alliance. If they do that, I might be able to pull something off, but if they do not, things aren't looking too good here. Alliance-wise, I'm still way too far away from the Portuguese. If I can get my, if I can get some power up here, then we might make something work. These guys not interested. No, I'm not going to offer them a vassalization. But as you can see, these are less interested, even though they have a province out here in the sea. It doesn't really matter. It seems to be capital, and that is probably why that's probably why it's just annoying. So I guess I'll have to use my troops here to solve that issue. Which ones do I want to use? Probably these guys. Or do I want to build a secondary army? Will you guys... Yeah, House will actually make an attempt here. So I might just hire a couple of mercenaries to try and help them out. But other than that, I think we'll probably allow our armies to stay where they are. That would probably be for the best, I think. So let us try and help with our mercenaries. They are, after all, or as you can see here, the others are at a... Well, they don't have the odds on their side, let's just say that. Let's just dismount this. So yeah, I'm using a lot of money to keep rebels at bay, but it's better than losing the progress of my colonies, I dare say. So, can I get that military access with these guys now? I can. I think I need about 12,000 men, really, to make that work. So I might actually go down to 2 colonies or something like that. So it'll still be a little while before we actually go after Adal, I think. I'm a little bit unsure how many troops Oman actually have and how big their fleet are. Let's check here. Oman, where are you? They have 21,000. That's quite a bit. How are you doing in navy-wise? Let's sort by country and see what we find here. Oman probably has a far bigger navy than I do. 32 ships. 8 heavy ships, 17. Well, that puts thing in an awkward spot. So, then we're guaranteed. Isn't it just that? Oh, protectorate. They are actually a protectorate, which is even worse. We'll have to see what we'll do then. We might actually go after Kilwa instead. I'm a little bit unsure on this point. I might actually just go ahead and declare war on Ethiopia, but the Mamluks are sponge even. Yeah, I think that might actually work. I'll have to see. I'm a little bit unsure. We will probably just do a little bit of colonization for about 2 more decades, and then we'll see how we stand then. We'll see how it goes. Diplomatic Tech 8 has merged trade depot and dry dock, which, well, gives a little bit increase in trade range. But other than that, we get dry docks and trade depot, which we will probably not build, to be perfectly honest. I'll still keep on teching up here, though. Not really much else I can do. I can pass the Anti-Piracy Act, and we'll do that. It won't really matter much, but at least it's a little bit of help. Also, once again, the Mamluks here are starting to get into a very interesting position. Potentially, I might actually try and go for a vassalization of them down the line. They do have a ton of cores, so this could potentially be very useful. But we'll have to see how it actually plays out. Military attack 11 has been reached here, the matchlock musket. With that, we're going to increase the combat width by 2, carrying fire by 0.5, into shock by 0.2. Can I use small cast iron cannon, large cast iron cannon, and barracks and weapons manufactory, which is great. On the negative side, Portugal has set up another colony here. On the positive side, I'm getting closer and closer to a potential alliance, which of course is very much a goal, I dare say. I think I'm also going to go ahead here and go for the annexation of both House and Cannon Bornu to get a little bit of extra income. We can also start converting a lot of things there. So I think annexing these two is probably not the worst idea I've ever had. Of course, if I could set up an alliance with these guys before I do that, that would be great. And hopefully now I can actually keep this alliance going. We'll go for a royal marriage. The other reason why this is good is simply because of the fact that Castile is allied with Portugal, so this is kind of a way of keeping myself safe. So I think the next goals for colonization will be a little bit, there will be change. We'll go for Eastern Africa, the other Muslim countries. We'll be colonizing this, and potentially this. The province, no. Damn the Spaniards. I was thinking of colonizing this and fabricating claims on Kilva, but apparently that is not going to be, I'm not going to be allowed to do that. The southern parts it will be annoying to try and take, no matter what I do, it looks like. So I think what we'll actually have to do is start fighting Kilva. Just declare war on them. And we'll take probably Quelimane and potentially Lamu. By taking these two, I will be able to fabricate most of the eastern coastline. I'll probably have to core myself though, which is kind of bad. But to be perfectly honest, there's not really much else I can do. And because of that, I might go for another idea than religious. But I kind of need that extra missionary. And also everything, missionary strength also will be great symbolic cost, so I think we will probably go for religious ideas. Also this thing will be fairly useful. There's Vault. It means that I won't actually need to fabricate claims, but I'll probably do it anyways. We'll see. For now, I'll go for the annexation of Cannon Bornu and House, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. We'll also keep on colonizing. Decide, admin tech 9 has been reached, and with that we're going to increase in production efficiency. As I said, next time, or next level admin tech, we'll probably go for religious ideas. Try to get up here at least, and that should probably be enough to make something work. We'll simply have to see. I'm very unsure what I really want to do here. I'm starting to get unsure if I can actually pull this off. A strong Spain, a strong Portugal. It's not the things you want in this kind of game, and right now I have that. Spain and France, they hate each other but don't really fight. But if I can at least take the eastern board here and potentially some of the northern parts during the next 100 years, I think I might be able to pull something off here, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, it seems like Ottomans is in trouble, which is also kind of interesting to see. But yeah, as I said, I'm not sure if I can pull something off, but I can always hope. The Spaniards are. I was wondering if Naples actually got into union with Spain still, but that wasn't the case. Can I make my heir into? No, still a while longer. But as you can imagine, I don't really have many choices here. I could abandon my colonial plans, but I also want to secure the inner areas here, and of course I want to take as much as the main area here as I can. So we'll colonize these two, and after that I'll probably not be doing too much. Will House deal with those guys? Yeah, they will for me. Not a problem. But as I was saying, we'll colonize these two, and then we'll probably just keep 2 colonists. And the reason for that is fairly simple. If I didn't just keep 2 colonists, I should be able to have a little bit extra money. I'll have troops to spare, also, which of course will be important. And with that, I should be perfectly capable of starting to fight for the eastern part of Africa, and potentially also the northern part once we start colonizing up here. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. The Atlantic Tech 9 has been reached, and that is Carrack and Caravel, which basically means I will probably do a little bit of an upgrade to my navy right now. Max colonial range plus 50, naval morale by 0.2, naval maintenance by 20%. I can now build Carracks and Caravels. I think with that I'll probably build about 8 Caravels, and the reason for that is fairly simple. If I'm going after Kilva, I'm going to need ships, and I'm going to need strong ships, I'm pretty sure of. Because if I'm not mistaken, Kilva actually has at least, yeah, as you can see, they actually have 5 heavy ships. I probably need to build a couple of those myself. And it's going to be annoying. because I cannot get military access with Spain. That is a certainty. They don't like me, but at least now they've gone from hating my guts to, well, not hating me as much. So potentially I could actually try and get myself the military access with the Spaniards by simply raising my well, how much they like me. I could potentially make that work. Can Portugal march through my lands and deal with the... We'll get to here. They can. I'm actually going to decline that. It's kind of a gamble. Decline their military access, but we have plus 200 on both. By declining their military access, I can hope that rebels will tear up this colony. Or the natives, more or less. We'll see if that actually happens. If it happens, I'll probably colonize it myself before they get a chance to do that. So that's great. But I'll still focus on military tech rather than the ideas, at least for the time being. I don't think neither of these are actually fairly useful. Of course, the combat ability is good, but if I don't have a lot of troops, it doesn't really pull or help a lot. So we'll wait for now. Hopefully, a colony will break. We'll see. But unfortunately, we have reached the end of this episode. We are getting a little bit better on the colonization aspect. I have a plan for the future, although it's not great. So we'll probably start actually with a war with Color next time. We'll have to see how it plays out. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.